Hey, real quick before we start this video, this Sunday, October 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern, or 10 a.m. PST, I'll be streaming the One Piece Limited Battle Series for Core TCG on my Twitch channel. So if you haven't followed me already, make sure to hit that link in the description, and I'd really appreciate it. So enjoy the gameplay. All right, here we go. We have me on the left with the Eustass Kid and Yomi on the right with the Luffy. Of the 4-star decks, these I think are two of the more aggressive ones. I think Luffy just has more pure aggression, but there's more kind of control aspects or mid-range aspects with this Eustass Kid. So playing the Nami on turn 1, pretty standard there, and just passing it back to 3 for me. Swing with my leader to Yomi's leader and taking the 1 going down to 4. And then I play the promo Captain Kid. I honestly don't think this card's amazing. I think a lot of people are putting too much into it. It's just fine. It does get double strike, but I think it's very easily countered there. And so Sanji comes out from Yomi using both the Luffy and the Nami effect to put 2 underneath it. And this first swing with the leader taking the 1 there, and then swinging with the Sanji as well, countering it double out to get out of it, and then passing it back to my turn after playing a Tony chopper. So we are at 5 here. We're going to swing again with our leader. At the Sanji, you're going to use the Tony to block it there. I'm going to play the killer to pop the Sanji and then swing with a 6k double strike, and they will be out of that with the 2 counter. So like that's, I don't know, like it's put pressure, but like they're probably going to not take that attack anyways. So going to 6 on the Dawn side on Luffy. Making some decisions and deciding just first to swing with leader into my Eustass Kid. And I will take it. It's just a 4k. And then playing the 5-drop from the starter deck. This has Rush, and now I can't even block it. Not that I have any blockers due to the 2 Dawn added by Luffy and Nami. And swinging in, I will take it, go down to 3 myself. And I believe that will be it. So back to my turn. I should be at 7 Dawn right now. And we're going to add 1 to our leader to swing on to the Luffy. Going to use the VV to counter out of it, and then just play Basil Hawkins for 5 and passing it there after playing a Beige as well. So completely tapped out on my Dawn and swinging it back to Yomi with now 8 Dawn. Now the Luffy, you can just add 2 Dawn to make it ignore blockers, like I said earlier, so this will probably be able to have a pretty big swing with the at least the 5-drop there. But it looks like first playing the Brooks for 2 to put the 2 underneath the leader there, and then from there using the Jabble Jamble on the leader as well, so the leader cannot block, because you obviously get the ability of eventually, so it can't block this swing, so I will take it, and then putting it 2 underneath there to, again, I can't block this swing. I could counter out of it if I wanted to, and it looks like I decided not to, so just going down to 1, and then 4 Dawn there and just passing there as well. So down to 1 already, pretty scary for me, but again, like there is just a lot of comeback mechanic for the Eustass Kid, because there is just like a lot of control aspects with especially cards like this Basil that I have out there. So I'm going to swing with it for 7 on the Luffy, going to take the 1, and then it gets to restand because of its own effect. And then from there, I'm going to add 2 to the killer, and to play around the card, we actually did hit the Gum Jet Pistol, so you can't pop the Basil Hawkins because it's 7k with the Dawn, so it will pop the blocker, but we did get the damage, and just checking it right there again. And then from there, we'll be using the effect of our just swinging with leader, and then swinging with Basil Hawkins again, a big 7k, and then another Beige blocker, and with 5 up, I think I'm just going to say I'm done here. I do have a couple counters in hand, and I'm only at 1 life, so I kind of have to be a little bit careful, just since there's so much rush, and even like these 1 and 2 drops can put a lot of pressure, because there's 10 Dawn on the other side of the board right now. And so it looks like Yomi's going to try to decide what the best course is, adding 3 Dawn to Brooks and swinging into, I believe, the killer, and I'm going to use the Scaffold to get out of it, so it does live there. And then just deciding what to do from there. And I do get the Dawn back for it as well. But we will swing Luffy an 8k at the killer, and I will say that is good enough for me, and that will die. Probably trying to bait out the blocker. I'm not exactly sure the idea. Maybe just saying, maybe try to clear the board so you don't die next turn. But yeah, 5k swing on my leader, and I will use Urog to get out of it. And then it is back to my turn here. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. Obviously, we were at 10 Dawn as well. So we're just going to swing at Brooks with Basil Hawkins effect just to get the free restand. I think it's worth it here just in case something bad happens. Swing again, 7k, able to counter out with it there. And then takes the 1 off the leader, and then another 3 and discard off the leader effect to swing again. And we will take that game number 1. Then to game number 2. It looks like Yomi will be going first. I'll be going second here, and on my first turn I will be playing the Beige for 1 and then passing there, and then going back to Yomi for their turn 2. For 3 they're going to be playing the Nico Robin, which is pretty good on curve. A 5-drop does, you know, pressure my leader without any additional stuff, and then the 5k plus 1 Dawn 6k swing with the Luffy. I'm going to swing into their character there, and then X-Drake for 4 to pass the turn, going back up to 5 Dawn for Yomi. And looking at their position here, looks like they're just going to be playing a Gum Gum Jet Pistol to pop my X-Drake, and then using the Luffy effect to swing a 6k at my leader again. Looks like I will be blocking it with the Beige, and then also with the Nico Robin I will be countering that out as well, and then just a Tony Chopper for 1 to pass the turn. I'll be going to 6 Dawn here. I will be for 6 swing in on the Nico Robin. And looks like blocking with a Tony Chopper, and then just Basil here for 5. And one quick issue here, Yomi did not get 2 extra Dawn this turn, so sorry about that mistake. We didn't recognize it until after in the recording. She said it didn't really matter. She didn't have a lot of cards in hand that she could have played anyways, but like at least for more. So, but anyways, playing the Sanji, using both the effect of the Nami and the Luffy to put 2 underneath it, so it's a 6k with Rush. Swing with the leader with another Dawn there. A 6k into my leader, I will take it and go down to 3. A Sanji swing here as well, and I'll be taking it going down to 2. And then for the Nico Robin swing, I think I'm countering out. Yes, I will be countering out with Kobe, and then a Tony Chopper to pass the turn there. I'll be going up to 8 Dawn. And from there, I think Basil Hawkins is just going to be starting to do some swinging and clearing this board, which is part of the reason that green, I think, is very, very good in this format. So I'm trying to swing into Nico Robin. It gets blocked by the Tony Chopper, and then I swing into it again, and it does go away. And then the big think from here. So attaching 1 Dawn to our leader, swing into the Sanji for 6k to swing over it. A 1-drop blocker here. And then also a Bonnie for 1, paying the extra 1 there for the activate main to look at the top 5 for a card. I will be adding the Trafalgar Law to my hand. And I think I just passed with 3 up. Yes, I sure do. So back to Yomi on their turn, remembering to ramp this turn, which is very important. Playing the Sanji again for 2. And it will be a 6k due to both the Luffy and the Nami. And then 8k swing into my Hawkins here. And then using the Beige to, you know, block it. And then swing again. And this is kind of like why I think it's not too important, because I did have this repel, and I did, I believe, have a Scalpel in here. So even with the extra Dawn, I would be able to save this Basil Hawkins in my mind and keep it my turn. So we're going to go from here, and we're just going to add the Basil Hawkins, swing into the Sanji, be able to pop it, restand it with its own effect. And then for 1, we look with Bonnie again at the top of our deck. We add a Scalpel here, or Scalpel. Making sure that we can get it, just because not me, but Bonnie says that it's any card, not just a character, can't be an event card. We swing with the Basil Hawkins again, and then we play the 7-drop Eustass Kid with blocker. This is probably one of the best decks in this match right here, or best cards in this match right here, being able to be a 7k blocker that also we can swing with it, and then as long as it has a Dawn in it, we can restand it as well. So playing the promo Luffy here for 6, and then using the effects of Luffy and Nami to get the rush on it. Swings into our Basil Hawkins and using Scalpel here, and another one to get out of it. And then for another 3, we're swinging into there, blocking it here, and then playing a Trafalgar Law counter and a Eustass Captain Kid to let us survive there, and then just passing the turn here. So in a pretty good position again. This Basil Hawkins in this matchup again doing a lot of work, since they want to be swinging with their cards as often as possible. Swing into there, countering out with the Brooks, and then also using another swing into it. And again, it is a 9k, and then we do get the promo Luffy gone. We will be attaching 1 to our 7-drop blocker, and then attaching 1 with our leader and swinging again. And then after that, 1 more time with the leader restand. I should have tapped 3, but that's the effect, and we do get out of it there. So that is the match for you guys. Again, sorry for that small error for this game, but I think this is just kind of shows just how good green is, at least in this red matchup. It does essentially what it does with what it wants to do, but better, being able to be very aggressive and also control the red board at the same time. But again, thank you for watching this match. If you guys appreciate it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It does take a lot of effort to put all the editing into this video, and we'll catch you all next time.